Yes, I'm calling from the Trib. I'd like to confirm.
Hey, I've been getting the runaround for 2 hours, and I'm
Well, can
coming
you tell me
up on
approximately how much money was missing? Was it over $1,000?
Sauce is hot.
Kills the taste of the food.
Hey, this is the best Mexican food in L.A.
Hey, my regulars. Nice
Laura.
to see you again.
How are you?
That's a beautiful blouse. It's from the factory where my sister works. One of the seams is crooked, so I got it cheaper. Doesn't show. You can get them at Carmen's dress shop around the corner. Hey, look. I got my pictures back.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, who's that?
This is Emilio. He's my 10-year-old.
Oh, he's cute. Big boy.
And this is Hector. He's 5.
Oh, look at Hector.
With my sister.
She's cute, too.
I can't believe you got a 10-year-old. Oh, gracias. Last weekend, I took them all to Disneyland.
I've never been to Disneyland.
They made you city editor, and you've never been to Disneyland?
That's not Metro. That's another kingdom.
Are you ready to order?
Rosa, does no substitutions mean I can't have a tamale with my enchilada instead of a taco?
For you, no problem. ¡La migra! ¡Apúrense! ¡Apúrense! ¡Ahí viene la migra!
La migra?
Immigration is a bust.
Is Rosa illegal?
From the way she moved out of here, I say she is.
Hold it. Come on, let's go. Everybody, over to the van. Like that?
Just like that.
What's going to happen to them?
You wanted to see me, Miss Peter?
Yes, come meet my niece, Tiffany. This is Charles Hume, our managing editor.
How do you do?
Hi. Tiffany's going to learn the newspaper business, starting at the bottom,
Where's that?
where I started,
As the owner?
as a copy girl.
Uh,
Now, she expects no special treatment, so why don't you take her down to the newsroom and see that she gets settled?
Miss Pinchon, I'd be delighted. I didn't realize you were building a dynasty. Welcome aboard, Tiffany. You ready?
Well, damn, Margaret, I'll give it a try.
Of course you will. Good luck.
How's it going?
Well, we got letters from 2 guys, one in Fountain Valley, the other in Van Nuys, each claiming to be the son of God.
One of them is lying.
Or both. God sent me a postcard last week from the isolation ward of a Phoenix hospital. He didn't mention either one of them. How was lunch?
I don't know. We never got it.
Immigration staged a raid right before the tamales.
They took Rosa. They're going to deport her.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we saw them haul her away. Now we're trying to find out what'll happen to her kids.
Maybe she'll tell the authorities where they are.
What? And risk having her kids deported? I doubt it.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Lou. They take care of their own.
Your concern is overwhelming.
I imagine you must know your way around here pretty well.
Not really. I've only been here once before. That was years ago. Aunt Margaret made me take the tour. All I remember is that everything was really dirty.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that you're going to love it here. See, a newspaper is, well, it's special. Every day we have to fight 6 deadlines, and We never know what the product will look like from one day to the next, but it's still the best job in the world. Today you might interview a president, tomorrow cover the birth of a baby gorilla. It's fun. That's what it is. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. It's the only way to learn.
I do have one question.
Shoot.
What time do I get off? I was wondering because I didn't realize I'd be starting work today, you know? I got to meet some friends.
That's up to Mr. Grant, the city editor. Now, this is the newsroom where you'll work. It's right at the heart of the paper. We have a good, solid staff here, and I think you'll fit right in. Lou, this is Tiffany, our new copy girl.
Okay.
Hi. Mr. Grant, could I use your phone? I got to make a call.
I think it'd be better if you use one of those other phones.
Sure. Where's my desk?
You don't have one.
I don't get it. Where do I sit?
You don't. And Leon here will show you where you don't sit. Leon.
Yeah, Lou.
This is Tiffany. Show her around and tell her what to do. Where did you dig her up, Charlie? This one acts as if she owns the joint.
I dug her up in Mrs. Pinchon's office. That's her niece. I'll see you later, fellas. Mrs. Pinchon said not to give her any special treatment.
Don't worry, he won't.
What is there, Rossi? I thought you had an interview.
The guy had to cancel, so I figured unless you need me for anything, I'd just sort of check up on Rosa's kids.
What?
I'm just doing it to keep Billy off balance. So what about Rosa?
Just with the others who were taken. Rosa is illegal.
But now what's going to happen to her?
She's in Mexico. She'll try to get back.
Yeah, but in the meantime, her children, are they all right? Nah, you wouldn't know, would you? Can you just tell me where she lives? Look, it's important. We just want to be sure her kids are taken care of.
I am sure they are.
Yeah, but I'd rather see for myself.
Are you here about a job? ¿Vienes a buscar trabajo?
Word sure gets around.
Espérame atrás, en la cocina.
Look, you gotta have an address on her.
Senor, you may keep it.
Oh, gracias. Senor, por favor. I'm looking... ¿Dónde está Rosa?
It's okay, buddy. I speak English. What do you want here?
I'm looking for Rosa Ortega's apartment. Do you know her?
No one here by that name.
Look, I'm a friend. I got her address from where she works. Flamigo took her away today. I'm worried about her kids.
She legal?
Yeah.
Now that explains it. The illegals do not often give the right address. I assure you she's not here, and I know everyone in the building.
Are you like the manager or something?
Yes, I am like the manager. You needn't worry about her children, my friend. I'm sure someone is watching them. We take care of our own.
Yeah, right.
Will continue in a moment here on A&E.
We did on the
Stars
horoscope.
are
It
in
was a
your favor.
mistake.
Good day for travel
Huh?
plans.
Aquarius.
Spend the
Just a
evening with
minute,
loved
please.
ones. Bye.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yes.
What do I tell this guy? He's an Aquarius.
The stars are in your favor.
That's the same thing you told Capricorn.
I know.
You're making this up?
Of course. Tell him to hold on. I'll take it.
Hold on. Never trust anyone named after a jewelry
Yes.
store.
What's going on?
Someone left the
Stars
horoscope out of the
in
First
favor.
Street edition. How'd it go?
Good day.
Nada. No one knew anything. I need more time and an interpreter.
Hey, Billy, come here. How's your Spanish holding up?
If it means a trip to Barcelona, terrifico.
Not exactly. Rossi just struck out looking for Rosa's kids. You want to give it a try?
Rossi went looking for Rosa's kids. What'd they do? Owe him money?
You want to give it a try?
The few words of Spanish I know won't get me in any more doors than Rossi.
Hey, Donovan, who speaks Spanish around here?
Tony Marengo. He's Chicano.
The Chicano. That's great. Where is he? How come I haven't seen him around?
He's in Iceland covering a chess tournament.
Isn't there anyone else?
Well, the woman who fills the vending machine speaks Spanish. Then again, she doesn't speak English.
I could call my neighbor, Jesus Delgado. He's a swell guy, and he's a cop. Community relations, I think. Yeah, I'll try to set up a meeting. And Billy, it wouldn't hurt if you kept your eyes open for a story. This isn't a missing persons bureau, you know. It's a newspaper.
Are you sure Delgado will go for it?
Oh, sure, we're good buddies.
Well, I'm a little surprised that Lou called me.
He spoke very highly of you. You must be good friends.
Garbage. He always forgets garbage day. When he does remember, he leaves the cans out there all week. I have to keep bugging him to bring him back inside. It's the only time I talk to him. A guy like that can lower property values. Did you bring a picture of the kids?
Oh, yeah.
They're cute.
Jesus, can we find them?
It won't be easy. Los Angeles is a pretty big haystack. And these people have learned how to keep themselves invisible.
I understand, but...
You know, they live their whole lives in fear. Everywhere they turn, they're the victims. The smugglers, coyotes call them pollos, which means chicken, I don't know to tell you. They pay for the privilege of being exploited. Stand up in line for the honor. They pay the coyotes, they pay kickbacks to the labor foreman. They pay premium prices for rat-infested apartments with no plumbing. And if once, just once, they complain, oh, then La Migra magically appears. By coincidence.
You've been on this beat a long time.
Yes, from the very start. It's a wetback. I live in Tijuana with 6 of us. My mother, no father. I used to pick the pockets of the rich gringos who came to the racetrack. When I was 14, I pimped for girls younger than me. Just to buy food, to buy milk.
Was it hard getting into this country?
No, staying was very hard. I got caught 7 times, but each time I learned something new. Now, I am an American citizen.
You're sure that's the same blouse?
Positive.
Where does it say it comes from?
Combrio Clothiers.
It's a local label. I know the factory. We can walk.
Where do you want lunch from?
How about the deli?
Hey, that's a good idea. Tiffany, how about some lunch?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
Tiffany, I don't think you understand. You're getting lunch for us from the deli down the block. You want a pastrami on rye, extra pickles, potato salad, some iced tea, no sugar. Better write it down.
Give me a grilled ham and cheese with coleslaw, nothing to drink.
What are you, a camel? I'll have pastrami and an onion roll, bag of chips, and a large cream soda.
That sounds good. I'll have the same.
Why aren't you writing this down?
I can remember it. 3 pastrami's and a ham and cheese. What's the big deal?
All these factories in one building?
One factory, different labels. Come on. First time at a sweatshop?
Yes.
There's probably 50 shops like this or bigger within a mile of your desk. How goes it, Walter?
I'm alive. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Billy, this is Walter. Believe it or not, this perfect character owns the joint. Walter, this is Billy. She's a friend of mine.
Thank
I'm a
you.
reporter.
Well, let me tell you, Billy, it's not all glamour.
I can see that.
Where's Raul?
Raul who? I know a dozen Raul.
Raul, who gets you all these terrific workers, at least 3 of whom are underage, and you might get busted. Raul.
Raul Villalobos?
Raul Villalobos.
Why didn't you say so? I haven't seen him. What do you want him for?
I'm looking for a girl, Consuela Ortega. Her sister was taken by La Migra. I just wanted to make sure the kids were okay.
What do you want from me?
Consuela works here. I know that. And she's illegal.
I don't know about illegals. Every person in this factory has a social security card.
That doesn't make them legal.
How do I know? That's all I have to go on.
You could ask them.
I'd be violating their civil rights if I asked them.
Oh, they're illegal, and he knows it. Who else would take these jobs?
Yeah, I pay better than minimum wage, but no one else will take these jobs. They say they can get more on unemployment and welfare. Besides, it's not against the law to hire illegals.
Doesn't that hurt American workers?
It's a nice blouse. May I? Hong Kong. Now, that's what hurts business. Sure, you got a good price for it, but that's because they have people to work for maybe $1.50 a day. And I'm supposed to compete with that to keep some of the garment business in the States. If you want to understand the trade deficit, look in the mirror. You're wearing it. Probably driving it, too.
Oh, you can see that Walter is a real patriot.
Go on, get out of here. Or you want Consuela. She's the one in the orange blouse over by the wall. I'll tell Raul you're asking about him.
I'm sure you will, Walter.
Who's Raul?
He's a coyote. He supplies the woman Walter hires. Consuelo. Somos amigos de Rosa. Queremos saber si están bien sus hijos.
Sí, están conmigo, están bien.
Consuela, si necesita algo, aquí trabajo.
Gracias. Consuelo. Adiós.
Adios.
At least she's got the kids.
But what's she so afraid of?
See those 3 girls? They get paid to do nothing but sit there and wait. When one of the workers slows down or gets sick, she's fired. Well, the girl in the first chair gets her job. By morning, there's a new 3rd girl sitting in her chair.
Where's my potato salad?
I got your coleslaw. The potato salad costs extra.
I don't care if it costs extra. I hate coleslaw.
Hey, this is root beer. I asked for cream soda.
Tiffany, I asked for ham and cheese grilled, not cold.
There's something in his bed. It crunched at me. I thought I asked for rye.
That's wheat berry. It's good for you. Here's your change, Lou.
I like rye bread. I don't like bread that crunches. And what's more, I don't like surprises.
I'm sorry. The deli fouled up. And I don't see what going to get lunch has to do with learning about the newspaper business anyway. I just saw Consuela. The kids are okay.
Yeah, that's a relief.
You wouldn't believe where she works. It's a sweatshop and practically around the corner. I've never seen anyone so frightened.
Well, the kids are fine. That's what's important. How's Jesus?
Fantastic. He really knows his way around.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He sends his regards, and he's got a message for you.
What's that?
Don't forget to put out your garbage.
Thanks.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Te dejaron ir?
¿De qué hablas? Si tuve que trabajar tarde, es todo.
Oye, que hubo una arresto. ¿La migra?
Los niños. ¿Qué pasó con los niños?
No los he visto. Yo no sé.
Señorita, what are you doing here? There was a raid. I can't find the boys.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
You're going to be in L.A. next week? Oh, that's great. I love it. I love it.
Morning, Lou.
Good morning.
Just a minute. I'll be right off. Long distance.
How long?
I gotta go, okay? Bye.
Good morning, Tiffany.
Hi, Lou.
Let me give you a piece of friendly advice. Don't let me catch you there again. Next time you want to make long-distance calls, make them on your own dime. You have a job to do, Tiffany. This isn't school, this is life, and you don't get graded for it. It's strictly pass or fail. You have work to do, I assume?
Yeah, I can find something.
Then I suggest now would be a good time to do it.
Okay, Lou.
Oh, look. Kid's got to learn sometime. She wants to stay in this newsroom. She's got to learn to pull her own weight. And she shouldn't be making long-distance calls from the office. And certainly not from my desk.
You're absolutely right. But she didn't make the call. It came in for her. And as far as her taking her job seriously, all I know is that she was in at least an hour early this morning. Mail's already been sorted and delivered.
This is pretty good stuff. Don't tell me someone finally washed the pot.
Tiffany, she cleaned out everything. Even brought in some fresh roasted beans.
Pretty good coffee.
Tiffany.
Oh, I'm really beat. I was out till 3 in the morning.
I don't want to hear it.
I was with Consuela looking for Rosa's kids. Apparently there'd been another raid last night, this one in the neighborhood. Then nobody knows if the kids were picked up or not, but they didn't come home last night.
So they're either in custody or we've got 2 little kids wandering around the city.
I checked with immigration. I'd really like to follow up on this, but I know you'll have a tough time justifying to Charlie taking me off something else.
Hey, it's a big news day, Lou. The governor's convention in town. Let's climb all over it.
Sure, Charlie, but we've also got something else here. I'd like to jump on this whole illegal alien issue.
Haven't we done that pretty well?
The president is supposed to make an announcement about a new immigration policy. When that breaks, I'd love us to be ready with a tough series on the local angle.
Sounds good. What do you want to do?
Send Rossi, the photographer, down to the border, visit the detention camps. Billy can cover the local scene, get the feel of what L.A. is like to someone who's living here illegally.
That should make 3 or 4-part series. But do me a favor. Don't forget the governor's convention.
Oh, no. I just got the go-ahead from Charlie on the illegal alien series.
Very good.
Yeah, it'll give you something to do while you're looking for the kids.
I'll remember that, thanks.
Tiffany, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come down on you like that, and I apologize. What do you say we start over, okay?
Okay.
All right, now here's what I want you to do. Come in here. The White House is due to issue a statement on immigration policy. Check the wire out of Washington and bring me the story as soon as it comes over.
Okay.
Oh, and while you're at it, could you be a little more careful? You're mixing up the mail.
I'm sorry.
Everyone makes mistakes. Oh, one more thing. This is the best coffee I ever had in my life.
These are the holding cells. They're mostly empty now, but by tomorrow morning, we'll probably have 1,000 people in here. Sorry, we have to protect their rights.
Can I shoot the empty cells?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is it all right if we talk to some of the men?
Sure, go ahead.
Alone?
All right, suit yourself, but remember, no pictures.
Hi.
Is this on the record or for background?
Which way do we find out more about immigration?
Background.
Okay, Mr. Randall, strictly for background. How many documented workers are there in this country?
None. We have an awful lot of illegal aliens. Look, I'm not trying to pick a fight, but these people are aliens, and they're here illegally, no matter what the PR is.
Then why is it the administration and the director of your agency call them undocumented workers?
They're politicians, Mr. Grant. They talk about the problem. I have to deal with it. There's a difference.
Semantics aside, how many?
As regional director, I have to say 5 million. The State Department figures more than 10, maybe 12 million. We've got no way of knowing. Could be 15 million. Maybe 5% of the population of the U.S. is comprised of illegal aliens.
Was there a job waiting for you here?
There's always jobs waiting. I'm a bricklayer, you know, a good one. Now, in Los Angeles, I can make $120, even $150 a week. In Tijuana, I'm lucky to make $30 a week. So for the last 2 years, I come to work in the States.
How many of you are doing the same thing?
I hear there's 1,000 people coming into Tijuana every day, and they all want to cross the border. But this is the man you should talk to. He's crossed the border many times. Eh, viejo?
I have crossed a few times.
How many?
Oh, 100, maybe more. I've been caught 9 times, but always I come back.
He works in the fields. It's much harder to get caught in the city.
That wasn't true of Rosa Ortega. She's a friend of ours. Have you seen her? We think she may be down here.
Do you know Albert Smith?
Albert Smith? No?
He lives in Los Angeles.
Okay. I get your point. What happens when they catch you?
Nothing. They take your name, or whatever name you give them, and they take you to the border and let you go. Then, when it is dark, you turn around and come back. It's just a game.
Well, it can be expensive to play. You see that man over there?
Yeah?
He paid $500 to get his family across.
What happens now? Does he lose the money?
No. The coyote guarantees delivery no matter how many times it takes. By tomorrow, he should be in Los Angeles.
But can you trust the coyote?
Senor, we have to.
Look, the aliens do the job that Americans don't want, so they're not taking jobs away from anybody.
I don't buy it, and I've worked with illegals for more than 20 years. They're getting jobs in factories and foundries and every construction trade you can think of.
What's wrong with a guy who is starving in Mexico, wanting to work at a better job here? Look at the contribution they've made here.
Look at what they're taking. I've heard the third leading source of revenue to Mexico is the money these illegals are sending home. We're losing billions every year.
I've heard that the laws would be enforced very quickly, but the employers don't want it. They want a cheap labor force.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Isn't that interesting? You guys agree on something. So what we need is some new legislation.
Oh, it's a political football. No one wants to deal with it.
What do you propose?
I just think it's a scandal that a country as powerful as the U.S. can't control its own border. If we sealed it off, maybe they'd have to solve their own problems, control the population, have some land reform. The U.S. is like a safety valve. It eases the pressures inside Mexico.
And if you close the border, you will have a revolution in Mexico in 20 minutes.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
As you can see by the fence, this is a popular place for them to come over. And we repair it constantly. You look at that. I'd say that old boy was determined.
Must be pretty desperate.
Wouldn't you be? There's Mexico on the other side of that fence. That's not much of a border, is it? Our area runs from here to the freeway. One of our units has been through here to sweep the road recently, you can tell. No tracks. You come by this time tomorrow, you'll think an army's marched through here.
I can see it's going to be a long night.
Oh, they're all long nights. Have you always been in the patrol? No. I used to be a druggist in Maryland. I was bored stiff. Then a friend told me about the patrol, and I've been here ever since. It's almost 9 years now.
When do you think they'll start coming?
They're out there now.
I can't see a thing.
Believe it, they're there. You see? All right, let's get moving. We can't let them get behind us.
What is this guy, part mountain goat?
Lou, if it's all right with you, I'm going to take off a little early.
What's up?
Jesus and I are going to go looking for the kids. He's got a hunch they might be a little more visible around dinner time.
You know, every time I drive to and from work, I find myself looking down an alley for a couple of kids.
So do I.
Stuff looks pretty good, Lou. What's doing, Billy?
Oh, I'm tracking down a lead on that illegal alien story. It's a little slow developing, but...
Still haven't found the kids? What do you think? I don't know what's going on in my own city room? I can't believe it. I mean, they don't have a policy. They have a commission to study the problem again. Isn't that typical?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you see the wire on the administration's new immigration policy? They haven't come up with a thing. I've had it for 2 hours. Haven't you seen the story?
Not yet, Charlie.
Well, it's here. Let me know when you find it.
Hi, Lou.
Where's that wire story I told you about, the one out of Washington?
I haven't seen it yet.
It came in 2 hours ago. What are you doing back here? You got local news on the national hook. You got national news on the foreign hook. It's not as if I asked you to do something unusual. Just find one little story and hand it to me. Is that so hard?
Maybe it's in the stuff I haven't gotten to yet.
Okay, where's that?
Over there.
This stuff is 3 hours old.
Well, there's been a lot of it coming in.
This is a daily newspaper, Tiffany. Here it is. You went right by it.
I'm sorry.
This is half the story. Help me find the rest of it. You take this pile, I'll take this pile. Hurry. Let's see. Here it is. You went right by it again. Look at this. What does that say?
Illegal aliens.
No, it doesn't say illegal aliens. It says... Tiffany. I can't read this.
Well, we got 6. About 15 got away.
Got kind of crazy back there.
Yeah, it's unusual. Most aliens are pretty docile. Average Jose, he just wants a job. Dude, I don't blame him. If I was in his spot, I'd climb that fence, too.
Does it bother you, catching them then?
No, that's the fun part. Yeah, it is. It's just like hunting. Only Jose's a lot smarter than any deer. To tell the truth, I haven't hunted a deer since I've had this job. Don't need to. This is a better game.
Is that all it is then? Just a game?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Only the odds are in his favor. Once he gets past the 30 guys we have on duty, he's pretty much home free. Now, last night, he lost. But tomorrow, or the next day, or a week from now, he'll win. He always does, and he knows it. Is that right, amigo? Right. Come on.
What's on your mind, Mr. Grant?
Well, it's about Tiffany.
Oh, you don't have to give me special reports. But as long as you're here, how is she doing?
Well, she makes great coffee. Best we've ever had in the newsroom.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear that. if she ever inherits this newspaper, I'm sure that will come in very handy. Is there anything else?
Yes, there is. She's gone.
Now, I have a feeling you've left out something between the great coffee and her departure.
I have left something out, Mrs. Pinchon. Tiffany has a problem.
I know that she's headstrong and she needed discipline, and I just thought her involvement in the paper might give her some motivation.
Motivation isn't enough. Mrs. Pinchon, your niece can't read.
She can't read? Are you serious?
I'm afraid so.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Aunt Margaret.
Good grief. You have to climb that hill every day.
It's only 74 steps.
Oh. I should have brought my climbing ropes. Oh, my dear Tiffany, I don't think you've accumulated vacation time yet.
I guess you talked to Mr. Grant.
Yes, I did. Is what he says true?
Depends on what he said.
He thinks you can't read.
There are some things that I do better.
I see. Well, perhaps there's some reason there's some visual difficulty.
No, I've had all the tests and there is nothing wrong with me.
But how did you ever get through school?
People didn't suspect that I couldn't read. They just all thought that I was a disciplinary problem, and I let them think that. I kept changing schools, and at the end of each year, they promoted me. My teachers were relieved to get rid of me.
Tiffy, I'm so sorry.
I'll get by.
Life is more than just getting by. But there's so many important things that you're going to miss. I mean, there's so many things you can't do if you can't read.
Can't you see that I don't care? Why should you?
I can't buy that. I think you do care. I think if I snapped my fingers, suddenly you could read. You wouldn't exactly protest, would you?
So?
Then it's not that you don't want to read.
Of course not.
Okay. Then, it's really just a matter of good, hard work, isn't it? And do you know something? I bet that you work harder to cover up than you'd work learning how to read.
How can I start learning how to read? I'm 18 years old. It's too late.
I know exactly how you feel. No, I was considerably older than you are when Matthew died. And I was faced with having to learn how to run a newspaper. I was just like you. I didn't want anyone to know that I couldn't do it. But the difference is, they all knew just how inadequate I was. So I set out to learn. Sometimes I thought it would never end. And then one morning I woke and I discovered that instead of dreading the day ahead, I couldn't wait to get to work. I was beginning to learn. I'd like you to have that feeling.
What do you want me to do?
Make a commitment as a favor to me.
I'm scared.
Of course you're scared. Of course you're scared. Now, why don't you start unpacking and... No. You make me a cup of coffee.
Not a bad night's work. Don't you get to quit now?
Oh, I'll punch out in an hour. Guess the guys you don't catch here, you'll get at the checkpoint further up along the highway. Yeah, we'll get a lot of them. Most of them will get through. We're lucky to catch one in every 8. The guys in the front office there told me you get one out of every 3. How do you explain that? Well, I don't. Now, that's your job. A couple of nights ago, we caught so many we had to shut the checkpoint down. Of course, the minute we shut the checkpoint down, the smugglers know it, and then the aliens really pour in. So what's the answer? I don't deal in answers. What would you do? Issue national identity cards to everybody in the country? Then the liberals and the conservatives would kill you. Where are we going? Well, people don't usually park trucks in the middle of fields. Guy walked off and left his keys. Illegals, you think? No, it looks wet to me. See how much the smugglers care about the aliens.
For a second, I thought it was... Yeah, so did I.
Coming?
Yeah, he said he was when he called this morning.
Hi. Rosa, how'd you get back? Were you smuggled in?
What's the difference? I'm here. We've been looking for the children. Have you heard anything? Nothing. I've been working here because they know the place.
What about your apartment?
I had to move. The landlord rented the room when I was taken. I left word with the family that moved in. And that night, when I finish work, I go out and look for my boys.
Jesus, over here. Rosa, there's someone I want you to meet.
¿Está bien? Oh, thanks, Jesus.
Congratulations.
Lou?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, garbage day.
National boundaries are totally artificial. California was part of Mexico however many years ago. We could be the people jumping the fence.
Look, talking about what could have been isn't going to do a thing for the people we just saw.
I'm trying to put it in historical perspective.
Okay, go back to Cortez. Go back to Spain conquering Mexico, the Aztecs conquering Mayans. How far back you want to go?
I'd like to go back as far as yesterday. How'd it go?
Oh, there's a story. I just need a little time to sort things out. Tomorrow, okay?
I need it by 6. About 12 books.
I'll get my stuff in the soup.
I want to see everything you shot right away.
Okay.
I got something to cheer you up. Rosa's back, and the kids are safe at home.
Great.
What's the matter? That was supposed to be good news. You're tired, huh?
No, it's not just that. It's thinking about the hundreds of Rosas and the thousands of their kids.
I'm Karen Stone. Jarring testimony, courtroom drama. Just when you thought you'd seen enough, round 2 of the Menendez brothers' shocking case. Eric and Lyle Menendez, only on Biography This Week. Saturday at 8 Eastern, 9 Pacific on A&E.
Now, a cop goes south of the border to expose a gang involved in slavery and stolen goods. Mexico sets the scene for Police Story. Next on A&E.